Julie, it's been 1 week since the closely watched Texas congressional runoff election between the Democratic incumbent Henry Cuellar and progressive challenger Jessica Cisneros, and still no winner has been declared. There it is. Mark Penn, former Clinton pollster and advisor. Mark, how you doing? Good morning to you. I mean, I don't know who wins here. I do know Republicans think that if Cisneros beats Cuellar, they stand a really good chance, they believe, of flipping that seat. How do you see it?
Well, look, 175 votes is still 175 votes. You know, it's a very hard number to overcome. I mean, the entire presidency a decade ago was decided on maybe 500 to 1,500 votes. So I think it'll stand. We'll see what happens. I don't know. You know, there'll be obviously some legal work. But look, I think the important point, and Lincoln said it best, is that, you know, a house divided cannot stand. You know, a series of primaries against moderate Democrats by the left is destructive to the party and ultimately shrinks the party into, you know, look, only 27% of this country is liberal, and consequently even smaller percentage is purely progressive. So I think it's an unfortunate trend here, and I think it divides the party.
On that point, how do you rate the progressive success rate in the primary season so far?
I call it significant. I mean, they won some, they lost some. You know, you know, in the Schroeder race they won. In this race, it looks like they're going to lose. So there's significant power and force within the party, but they diminish their own power in many ways if they take people out who, frankly, you know, people can switch their party. They can move over. These moderate seats can switch over. You saw what happened in Britain with the Labour Party, where they isolated themselves for a decade just after they were in power. And this could happen here, I think, if the progressives go too far.
There was a piece in The Guardian just yesterday. I'll read the headline. Progressives take aim at Democratic leadership over support for centrist candidates. The gist of it is that they think the leadership in Washington does not have their back in these close elections or these elections, period, during the primary season.
Well, the leadership doesn't, because the leadership supports the incumbents who've been repeatedly reelected and who are members of the party. I mean, how could you serve in a party where your own leadership threw you overboard? You wouldn't be in that party. The party would quickly shrink. So I don't think that's a surprise at all. The question is, you know, after this election, Nancy Pelosi supposedly is going to step down. Who is going to be the new leader, and which direction will they take the Democratic Party?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, Pelosi is going to endorse the incumbent, right? Which is what she did with Cuellar, right? That's what you do. But do you think now, is this the beginning of the appearance of the crack within the party? I mean, based on your first two answers, you seem to suggest that. Do you see that now?
Well, I've always been one that believes that moving to the center is the key to elections, not moving farther and farther to the left and supposedly getting higher turnout. I think the only way you bring the country together is the center. So there's going to be a fight here within the Democratic Party over the direction of the party and over this particular point. And we're going to see who wins here in the next few years. And really, we're going to see who is the presidential candidate. Obviously, Joe Biden won the presidency because he was the leadership endorsed, more centrist candidate. And that actually worked out pretty well for the progressives.
Yeah. Mark, thanks for your time today. Hope you come back real soon, okay?
Thank you.
You got it. Mark Penn, thanks.